Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Hearthstone 4 as we are playing with the Kaiserreich mod as the Russian Republic. So before we get started, obviously we didn't have a video on Thursday, so the schedule is going to be a little bit different this week because I don't want to reduce the overall number of videos we're doing for the week because we're only doing 3 a week. So yeah, I don't want to reduce that down to 2 for, even if it's just for 1 week. So with this video coming out, oh man, I'm recording this Friday evening, so maybe late Friday night, probably early Saturday morning. What we're going to do is we're going to do one more episode, and that'll release on Sunday. Likely, maybe early Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon at the latest. In that case, Jinx. My wife would have to make it public. But yeah, we will have a video on Sunday, guys. I'll record that on Saturday so that we have the same amount of videos for the week. Because we are not likely to go to war in this one. I really thought we might be able to, but then I came into the video and kind of looked at our situation and all the forts we have left to build. And again, I feel like this is the bare minimum. Like level 5 forts is the bare minimum to be able to like maybe not lose. So we have to get these done. And it's going to take a while to build those up. And I just don't think we'll be able to get it done in one video. In fact, it'd probably be a video and a half, so we wouldn't declare war until like the midpoint of the next episode. Now, technically, even the level 5 forts might not be enough to help us win here, guys. But you know what? I don't care. We're just going to do it anyway and just try and make it happen. We'll see what we can do. And it should at least be fun. Even if we were to do absolutely terrible, we'll put up a good fight, I think, no matter what. But even if we did absolutely terrible, it'll still be fun. It'll be a nice challenge. But the reason why I am concerned, of course, is because of the numbers. We have like 1 division in some of these provinces, which we really need to get it up to 2 divisions per province. I don't know if we'll have enough for that, though, because it's such a huge front. But if we could do that, 2 divisions per province, maybe we'd do okay. But even then, you're looking at like 6 divisions, 6 enemy divisions in each province. Probably not, guys. Probably not going to win that. We'll see what we can do again, though. We'll try our best. So here, we're just staying on the defense. While here, we are having a little bit of success because, remember, Austria-Hungary just got pulled into the conflict. So we're just going to kind of stay here and watch this conflict. It looks like we're going to lose that as soon as we got there, unfortunately. But that's okay. We're going to instead move over to here now. Go ahead and give him a order here, offensive order. And then just move them on over to this province. And we'll advance that way, because I don't think we're going to have any progress here, guys. I don't think we're going to see any progress here. And then with here, we'll defend in that province until somebody else gets there, but then we're going to want to move over to these provinces here to protect the corridor that we'd have to go back through with this, tank unit. Make sure he doesn't get stuck over here, because remember, he can't go in the sea because he's a volunteer unit. So getting cut off by land is essentially being cut off completely. We could still get supply through the ports, but we'd never be able to leave, so it'd be very, very bad. So let's try not to let that happen. So this is the event in regards to trying to get Azerbaijan into our faction, or to annex them, probably be into our faction, the same as it was with Georgia and Armenia. So let's take a look at we'll read this first. The Baku oil fields. Russia needs oil and lots of it, if it is going to keep up with the other major powers in industrial and military production. While we have limited oil fields in the central Siberia, our former province of Azerbaijan has a gigantic petroleum industry, which it is finding increasingly difficult to maintain. Should we seek to promote our interest in this region? So we can say that we take it back, which of course would declare war, which would result in war with the Germans, which we are not ready for yet, so we'll be doing that. We can take over the Baku oil concern and control their government. Oh wow. So we invest into it with 150 political power and 2,000 infantry equipment, with no guarantee that this is going to work. Okay. And then there's this option, guarantee the security. So essentially this one, we're just going to guarantee them, and we lose our claims there, and we have to spend political power, so it's a terrible option. This is the option we want to go with. But if it fails, which, remember, several of the other options failed the first time, we had to do them the second time. I don't know that we'll do it a second time, guys, because that's kind of expensive. That's a lot of political power and a lot of infantry equipment to do again, especially here on the cusp of war. So I don't think we'll do it again if we fail it. We'll just see what happens. I'm really hoping we succeed, but again, I don't know that we will. Let's go and grab this province here. Just kind of stretch this out. I'm trying to get I suppose we'll go over to this one next. Oh, there's somebody already there. They might end up attacking us. Yeah, we have very low organization here. Alright, so we might have to retreat here. Just give that up. Come take this province. Let them have whatever they want. We can't really fight for it because of our low organization. Oh, I almost thought that we succeeded in that one, but no. Order restored in Armenia. So it looks like this is the bad thing. They're no longer an occupied puppet, and probably just a puppet, is what I would guess, is what they're going to be called. You can take a look at that real quick. Also, we have something with our intelligence agency. Yeah, they're just a puppet. So that we get less advantages from that. So we've infiltrated the army. Excellent. Let's go and close that up, and let's steal some military blueprints, guys. Or try to, anyway. So we'll just be sending these 3, I suppose. Alright. And they have to use one of our civilian factories. We're going to have that commence when ready. And hopefully we steal a technology from the Germans. Alright, so this is well defended here now. So let's move over to a different province. We will have to control exactly where we want them. And I suppose we want them here, would be my guess. It'd be a good location to defend in. We're right there. Might even be able to push forward, although I'm sure there's troops there, we just can't see them. So yeah, we unfortunately haven't been able to do much here because of our lower organization. I assume they're going to take that back there. And why all of our troops went to this province, I don't know. But looks like we did fail in our attempts to get Azerbaijan, which we can either declare war or back down, which of course we're going to have to back down, and I don't think we're going to do it again, guys. It's just too expensive. There's a lot of troops over here, guys, so you know what? We might not be able to push this forward at all. In fact, we're even losing territory here, so that's bad. Well, we just can't see the division that's there. Alright, let's have this guy go here. Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be anything we're going to be able to do here, guys. There's just too many troops. Yeah, just too many troops right here, guys. Way too many. Alright, well, that's fine. It's whatever. We're not able to do nothing. We're not able to do anything. They're attacking here, so we'll just defend. I'm okay with that, just defending. We left this completely undefended, so that's not good. Let's see if he can help out on that defense there. Doesn't look like that's going to be good enough. Alright, so now we're defending here. They're attacking from several different provinces. Yeah, so we'll just help with the defense. Again, not very important here. What's going on. Just trying to kill as many of the troops from that German faction as we can. Now, I don't want them taking that province there, and there's nobody there defending. I'm not entirely sure why everybody decided to not defend that province. Yep, they're going there now. Alright, so where's those tanks at? They moved over here. Let's hurry up and get over here. I don't know if we're going to be able to get there in time. We are really fast. Let's go ahead and increase this here. And also should make sure whoever's here has a planning bonus. We did get concentrated industry. Let's go and take a peek at that and see what we want to get next. We'll go for the assembly line production. Okay, so we are winning that defense, just barely. Actually, it's looking pretty good now. Alright, excellent. I was a little bit worried about that. Looks like they're going to try and advance to Verona. They did advance to Verona, so that's not good. That is not good at all. Damn it. Alright, so we need to retreat over to here and then attack them in Verona. Try and push them back. But we've got to win here to lock them down just until we get to Verona. We do have tanks there, so they're pretty quick. And they're going to move there immediately. Alright, excellent. So we saved Verona. We got the advanced rubber processing. So that'll be helpful. 1+ rubber for all of our refineries. What do we want to get next? Let's take a look. We'll just go through them and see what we can get. We can go for the air doctrines. We still haven't got naval bombers yet. Let's see what else we got. We're probably not going to do much ships, guys. I just don't know how useful ships are going to be for us. Anti-air. We don't have those yet. So we could get the anti-air. Oops. My bad. I think we still need some support companies, so could get those. That'd be a decent option. Got the mountain troops as well. Okay, let's go for the anti-air, guys. That's what we're going to get. Get better anti-air for our regular infantry. Let's go and change back over to this. And we can take a look at how things are going in France. Alright, so Jill just on the defense, defending Paris for the most part here. We got the improved artillery upgrade too. We could have used that slot to go for the anti-air. Let's go ahead and get, you know what, I think we're going to do the support companies, guys. Let's go ahead and get the next support company. We could also do the air doctrines. Those would be a good option too. But let's do the maintenance company 2s. Those are our tank units. Speaking of tank units, let's go ahead and deploy all the units that we have here. Yeah, let's just go and deploy them. And we'll just deploy them right there. It doesn't really matter where we deploy any of these guys. I'm just trying to see how we're looking on numbers. Alright, so we'll deploy all of them. And so we have room for 13 more units. Alright, well, let's go ahead and build 13 more units then. So we'll build more medium tanks, of course. We want to get more of those. Maybe get like at least 3 more here. And then like some more infantry. Yeah, we'll do a few more infantry as well. And yeah, we don't have a lot of equipment, guys. I'm aware. We might need to take a look. So what is this? This is a total of 8, I believe. Yeah, 8. We'll just do 8 for right now. Eventually, I'm trying to get to the maximum supported divisions. That's the goal here. So we'll take a look at the equipment situation and see what we need based on those changes. Now, I assume we can probably pull back on some stuff that we have plenty of. So just kind of go through it and see what we have plenty of. All right, and what we need. Lots of medium tanks, lots of medium self-propelled artillery. So basically what you'd expect here. We'll keep those going into the infantry equipment. We're going to pull back on the support equipment just a little bit. We're also going to pull back on the artillery too, because I think we're doing a lot better in that regard. Same thing with anti-air. I think both of these are looking better. So we don't need as much of that. Probably pull back on the anti-tanks, because we don't have that many divisions right now. And then we're going to need to pump into the mechanized and the medium tanks and maybe even the medium self-propelled artillery just a bit. And we could probably pull back from this stuff here in a little bit. So we are short on the rubber. We're going to have to trade again. Yeah, we'll go ahead and trade for it. It's just one civilian factory. Alright, so let's go and get all these units assigned. See where we want to put them. We'll probably place both of these medium tanks onto the Blue Army front. And then we'll just give the other front, I mean, they're both Blue Army fronts, but you know what I mean. We'll do the Finnish one. They'll get 1. This guy can come on down over to here. That'll get us up to 8 divisions there. It's a much better number. And then with these infantry divisions, and that does result in them sitting at 25. So we do not have to pull one of these guys off. We'll just pull this guy off. And I think we're going to reduce the size of this front overall, guys. Like so. And we already know that we're going to get 1 more Alpine troop, so we'll even pull them off just a bit more. I think that looks good. Alright, so who's left? We still have these 8 divisions. How many more can fit into the Red Army? It looks like 4. So that's how many we're going to place over there. Could also move a couple more over to here, I suppose. Move like 1 more over there. We'll have 3 total divisions. The Pink Army still needs divisions, as does the Yellow Army. I suppose we'll do the Pink Army first, make sure that they're completely full, because I want to make sure that we can conquer Finland as quick as possible. So we need 2 more divisions there. Let's go and get all of these armies training up. Anybody who got new troops, essentially. The Red Army did, I believe, yeah, and then the Yellow Army. All right, excellent. So train all those up. Oh, they didn't get anybody new. Also, our planes here, I added some more planes to these air wings, so they now need a bit more training. Get them back up to, or get them up to 200 planes per air wing is what I was trying to do there. Alright, so we're winning the defense of Verona. Did finish up the construction tech, so let's go and get something new here. We'll get the excavation. So we should be able to build those forts a little bit faster. We are in April. I don't know when the war is going to start, guys. When we're going to be able to declare war, I mean. These guys are here. Let's put them here instead. Yeah, we don't need to defend there. We'll defend right here. Yeah, just completely outnumbered all along this front here. Looks like we're holding them back here. It seems like Italy's holding for right now. But it's definitely can go either way. Also, it looks like the French are facing an invasion here by the Brazilians. Yeah, Brazilians. They are in the German faction. Somebody said in a comment that they were in the Entente, but they are in fact in the German faction. I gotta admit, I have been a little bit disappointed with this campaign, guys. It has not gone the way I would have liked it to go. Obviously, we're sitting here in what episode? I don't even know what this is. Episode 11. Might have to go here real quick to see if we can't defend that province. I know it's a mountain province, so we're not going to do well. But let's bring the infantry in, and maybe that might turn the tide there. But yeah, just a little bit disappointed with the series. And is he there yet? Where is he at? Oh, he didn't go. Okay, we need to get him to retreat. And go all the way over here, man. Yeah, just a little bit disappointed with it, you know, because obviously we're on episode 11 here and we haven't had a major war. We've had a couple little wars, helped out with volunteers quite a bit, obviously. Ooh, wow, France is falling, guys. What is this? A rebellion? That's what it looks like. Yeah, we've got a rebellion here that the French Republic is having to deal with. I assume this will just be a short distraction. Yeah, likely just be a short distraction. Help the French out here, the Syndicalists out for a little while. But I think it's clearly over for them. You can see all these invasions. They got hit with a ton of invasions all at once. We're keeping our troops here in Paris, and I'm not going to move them. But yeah, I think France will fall, I don't know, months, maybe months from now. Not long. Let's try and retreat over here. They don't need our troops here in Verona. They got enough. We need to get to these mountains where not only do we have a mountain province, but we have a level 3 fort. So we want to defend there. Japan has defeated the Philippines. Okay. So having some difficulty holding out there, guys. Quite a bit. We'll see if they're able to hold, but yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Sure doesn't look like it. We got the Special Forces Office, which will give us that research bonus for the mountain troops. So that'll be good. We get a nuclear technology one. Let me see what else we got here. Air doctrine, that'd be nice to have. I think that's the one we're gonna get, actually. Well, you know, because Kaiserreich is so limited as far as, like, you know, getting other countries into your faction and joining other factions and all that kind of stuff. I mean, there wasn't anybody hardly that we could get into our faction. Now, part of that is because it seems like the focus tree very much relies on getting control of this territory here. That's what I'm getting from it anyway when I was looking at it here. It does seem like, yeah, like you gotta have Baku to be able to continue moving down here. So because I didn't know that, and so I didn't prioritize it, it did result in us being limited on being able to go down to any of these. Though even then, like, a lot of these are like declaring war on countries. It's not, you know, getting them into your faction. So really, you just don't have the ability to expand your faction much. So that has been kind of disappointing. That's we've been kind of limited in that regard. We also didn't get very many, you know, early game war goals to be able to expand while we could. Now part of that is the direction I went on the focus tree, obviously, but yeah, just kind of been a little bit bummed out that you know, we're here on episode 11 and still trying to get just forts built across this big old massive front. I mean, it's a huge front. It's far larger, far longer front than the vanilla one. So, but you know, is up along here. So I mean, you do have that negative as well. It's a longer front, harder to deal with, more forts to build if that's the route you go, as we did. And then this one is another one that I would say I haven't liked about the campaign. We might have to go here, guys. I know he doesn't do well in the mountains, but I don't want to lose that mountain province. I don't think that is well designed. You know, you could say that it was a choice that we made, where we decided to not support the clergy, but it was a uninformed decision. Like, they didn't tell me, and I don't know if there's any way to deal with it in our decisions. I suppose we can take a look and see if there's any decisions regarding it. How do we do these ones here? What are required to do these ones? Integrating these two, just getting the 40 political power? Yeah, that's what it seems like. I might be able to integrate these two, annex them. That'd be really nice. But these are the ones that we're allowed to invite into the faction. Mongolia, Estonia, and Serbia. So, not very many options. Essentially, because Estonia is not around, you know, we annex them. It's just really Serbia, which I think Serbia is already in a faction, so that will never be an option. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that is required. Looks like Austria has to be defeated by the Belgrade Pact. So a lot of limits on being able to get them in. Like with Mongolia, they have to have completed the Russian friendship. So a lot of this stuff is outside of our hands. Like we're just not able to control it. So yeah, you really can't increase your faction size at all, which is obviously unfortunate. I'm trying to see if there's anything related to trying to change up what we did in regards to the clergy, which there's not, which is very unfortunate because it's such a negative. It's a massive negative. Like if you had told me that I was choosing for the rest of the game to have events, you know, negative events that remove my stability and positive events that give me political power, I would very obviously choose to not get that. King Edward abdicates the throne. Remember, he's in Canada. But I mean, yeah, nobody would choose, or anybody knows how the game works, would never choose to lose stability consistently to gain political power consistently, because of course stability affects political power. So you're going to gain less political power if your stability is low. Plus, if you want to increase stability, you have to use those decisions, which cost political power, to increase stability. So overall, you're gaining nothing. It's just a massive penalty for the rest of the game. Like you're just going to be in garbage stability for the rest of the game, and that's kind of a big deal. For them not to tell you that, I really feel like they should have informed us of that. Ooh, nice. The Empire of Japan did declare war on German East Asia, so that means the Japanese faction will soon be at war with the German faction. They're already at war with Germany, but of course Germany has to call on the rest of the faction. So I do expect this to go in favor, in Asia anyway, in favor of the Japanese co-prosperity sphere, because yeah, they have no chance. They'll conquer all this, and this is going to hurt Germany quite a bit. They're going to get all the rubber that's here in Vietnam. Of course, on the Malayan Peninsula here, lots of resources. North Borneo's got a few resources. Some resources here in East Sumatra as well. So, I mean, this is going to really hurt the Germans. This is removing this trade partner they have, this puppet that they can trade with. So this is going to be extremely damaging to Germany. That's a big deal. And I expect them to conquer it fairly quickly. They'll conquer these two areas here, and then after that we'll see them start doing naval invasions. So yeah, we're largely stuck on the fence here. I might as well just stay here, get our organization back up. Let's switch these two out, because he is in the plains and this in the mountains, so obviously it makes far more sense to have the troops in the different locations here. So yeah, we'll just defend. I'll just continue defending and killing troops, man. Looks like the French were able to deal with several of those naval invasions. Wasn't expecting that at all. This one does not look good, though. Two separate invasions, one from each faction that they're facing. And so they overall are not in a good position there. Let's take a look at our troops here. I think we might go ahead and just finish these out, guys. They're not quite finished up, so we can't deploy them yet. But I think, yeah, we might take a look at what we need to finish out the 150 total divisions. They are interestingly holding out here. The French have done a great job on defense, man. Overall, I'm quite impressed, because remember, this isn't really Italy. Italy has some troops here for sure, but it's really France that has been doing everything here. They've been doing a great job knocking those invasions back into the sea. France has been doing very good. I'm quite impressed with the AI here. They've been doing quite a good job on this defense. Make sure we're not losing any territory here. They're still looking good. It looks like they're actually launching an attack. The French are. So yeah, that was just a quick distraction. Already, the Entente has dealt with one of those rebellions. They got two more here. But again, for the most part, I do not expect that to take very long for them to deal with that. Let's take a look at our fortification situation and see how we're doing. So we've got them built all along here. And we're moving up down this way. Okay. So still got some time, guys. Again, it's going to take a while to get them all built. We can go up to speed 5, though, since we're not really doing much here. We're just kind of sitting on defense. I could launch attacks, but yeah, I don't really see the point. We're having trouble just defending the territory. And I don't know that attacks in the mountains would be effective at all. Yeah, so we'll just defend. And yeah, even here, you can see that we're looking like we're going to lose it. Just a matter of time, I think. We might even have to send that tank back into the mountains to help out on the defense. Because yeah, it does look like it's about to go in their favor here. We are about to enter into June. I'm trying to get as far as I can in this episode, guys, so that hopefully, it won't be too far into the next video before we declare war. Now, again, I know it won't be this episode. There's no way. It's just not a possibility, I don't think, for us to get all those forts built in time, regardless of how fast we were going. And yeah, they did wrap those guys up, and we did get some research finished. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a new tech selected. I suppose we can go and improve the anti-air, why not? And we can go ahead and update our production line for the anti-air. Alright, lovely. Okay, so almost halfway through 1941 here. It's really not that late considering. Again, we've been controlling Kaiser Wilhelm II is dead, so we have Wilhelm III is the Kaiser of Germany now, of the German Reich. Yeah, French are done here, guys. Again, we could send our troops over there to help out, but I feel like protecting Paris, where you can see that the French are pulling troops off of to deal with the situations here, I feel like this is the best thing for us to do. I also feel like we might, in fact, be able to push forward here. Doesn't look like we could maybe win here. I mean, sure as hell does, doesn't it? Let's bring these tanks here. Let's go, man. Yeah, I feel like we could get a little bit of a win here. Let's just turn down notch 4. This would help if we cut some troops off. I don't know if we can get there in time. Probably not. We'd have to attack that guy there. But yeah, this is the win here. We get there in 4 hours. We got to get that port, but if we do, we cut these guys off. I don't think we can stop this here, though, guys. Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to stay here. It'd be really nice if we can get here. All right, so we're actually winning that, surprisingly. Trying to retreat to this. There we go. Got another unit there. If they defeated these troops here, though, we'd get cut off, so that'd not be good. So we retreated back to Paris. Let's go ahead and move all the way across again. Hopefully our organization will be high enough. I don't know. We're going to be able to hold this province, guys. I'm surprised the French haven't come over to help. They're holding there. And that's looking pretty good. But yeah, I don't know that we'll be able to hold there. Yeah, we did it. Damn it. Alright, well, it was an attempt. It didn't work out. Let's keep this guy here, if I can. I might not be able to without having to keep pulling them back. Their organization's not high enough to do another attack any damn way. Even if we did do another attack, I don't know that we would win that attack. Yeah. Alright, so there's just too many troops there now at this point. Wing formations. So that's the air doctrine bonus. I could get the naval bomber research bonus. I suppose that's what we'll get next. Yeah, let's go and get that. It's only 35 days. Doesn't take very long to research that. Alright, let's take a look and see how things are going here. Still holding out in both of the provinces. Looks like everything's holding out here. I don't think we've lost... we lost one province here. But for the most part, yeah, not losing any territory here. It's here that we see the biggest issue right now. Yeah, it's a problem. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to win there even with both the infantry and the tanks. We have to make sure we don't lose here. Let's see if we can't... Nah, that's not going to work. Maybe if we sent both... we'd have to let their organization get back up. Oh, they're winning here. That's not good. That's not good. But what if we attacked across the river here? Let me see if I can win. Alright, let's let them move. And then we're going to see what we can do here, guys. I'm going to see if I can't win across the river. Probably not. Oh, he's leaving now. Alright, well, let's just go and attack then. Make sure we push them back across the river. Defending there effectively. Might have to bring an infantry over there to make sure that we don't lose. Yeah, they're attacking, completely surrounding here. See if we can't help that way. Yeah, that's not going to help much. Alright, so we'll just pull that back. Alright, we did get a dockyard. We're going to place that into our submarines. Speaking of submarines, I'm sure we have some that can get trained. Take a look at our planes in the stockpile too. We could build a fighter wing, though I think those are all old fighters, so yeah, probably not worth it. Let's go and deploy all these now. We'll get them all deployed, and then we'll take a look at our total troop numbers, which I think is 145. Yeah, we're at 145 now. And so we're going to build one more of our mountain troops, and then maybe like 4 more of the tank units, because yeah, this is what I really want to have be the 150 to get us up to the 150. Now I know that we are short stuff, but we can improve that, guys. Let's take a look and see what we have a surplus of. All right, so we've already pulled back on the artillery and the anti-air, and we're currently updating anti-air. I think we're updating artillery too. Support equipment, we pulled back on that. We could probably start pulling back on some of the light tank stuff. We are using it in battle. So that's one reason why we do have to keep some of these here. We also are updating these light tanks, which we have a lot of them, so we should probably keep them updated. But this is what we're going to do. Let's pull back to 8 there and 4 here, just to try and get the numbers up on the medium tanks. Let's try and get these built here. I think that'd be good. We'll see if there's anything else we can pull from. Not really. No. Okay. So leave it as is then. And let's go and get these divisions assigned. So this guy here is going to go down to this province. I'm going to try and attack with overwhelming force here to get that battle done quickly so these troops can move back up to the north. So that's kind of the goal here. And we'll also take one of these guys, and we need to change this up a little bit. And then make the yellow army cover that province. Oops. There we go. So the yellow army will cover this province, and we're going to bring one more division over here. Make sure we don't lose that there. Alright, so that looks good. Let's go and get the rest of these troops moved now. We're going to move all of these but one over to that province. This puts us at 16 total divisions in the blue army, in the tank army. With the 4 infantry divisions, let's take 2 of them, put them over here on the Finnish front. And the rest will go down here to the yellow army. So we'll get them training up. Okay, excellent. Looks pretty good, guys. We'll now all of our units will be going into the yellow army from here on out. All the any infantry units we get, which I guess we don't really have much. We're building one more Alpine. So what we could do is take one of these guys and put them over to here. All right, excellent. We do still have to get generals appointed. I'll do that. I'll do that before I record the next episode, I suppose. We'll take a look and see how things are going here. Still winning there, trying to push them back across the river. Still winning on this defense as well. Just barely. I might need to send another infantry there to ensure that we win. We could also do an attack onto one of these provinces here. Yeah, that's not going to be effective. What's this attack look like? Not good. Okay, so can't do that. Let's send this infantry over there, make sure we don't lose that defense. And hopefully we're not able to win in Paris because we leave. I don't think so. I don't think we're the only thing holding Paris. I'll give myself the credit, but yeah, I'm glad we sent that infantry because otherwise we'd lose here. Now it's not really that important. Okay, so did they finish here finally? Did they get them all? Yeah, they got it all wrapped up. So they put that down. We'll take a look and see how the Japanese are doing here now. Alright, so doing exactly what we expected, getting these conquered here, the Malaysian Peninsula and Vietnam. And or you call it French Indochina, whatever you call it, or German Indochina, I guess. Okay, more war in China. And then yeah, I do expect them to launch an invasion of North Borneo after they finish those areas they're fighting in, finish those up. So we got the maintenance company. We could go ahead and go after the logistics next. There are a few things I wanted to get though. The air doctrines, let's go ahead and get those. Let's get the hunt and destroy, air support mission efficiency. We got 114 days since we have that research bonus for that. The tanks need to come back here. Oops. Oh, man. We're gonna bring the tanks back here and see if we can't launch an assault here. We are losing here on the defense. Yeah, we lost again. So yeah, they're having some success now. Again, we're gonna keep France involved as long as possible, but there's only so much we can do here, guys. Only so much we can do. It looks like they did lose Venice, so that's a problem. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get it back. I don't know if this is the best unit for doing this. Oh, it looks like it was already dealt with. Never mind. Alright, let's go back to Verona now. Not seeing any other attacks where they're currently losing here. Alright, so things look good on that front, stable. It's this front here, just the French in general that are in trouble right now. I don't know if we can win here. We'll try. It doesn't look like it, but I'm still going to try it. Let's go and attack here as well, see if we can't help out. Pushing them back across, it doesn't seem like it's going to be enough. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Let's throw them back in. Maybe. This did not work out. Okay, I suppose that's not surprising. And we'll just have to have them come over here, and I don't think we'll send them both. Their organization is just not high enough. We're going to have to wait. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. So yeah, we get the positive events with the political power. And again, it's an exchange for the stability, and I just don't think that that's worth it. Like, not even remotely close. So yeah, I wish I had had that information. Like, if they would have just told me that, like, what this was going to amount to, it would have been helpful. So we're going to not do this right now. Eventually we will want to build up the oil supply, but not at this moment, guys. We need our political power for a few other things first. But eventually we're going to want to mess with these. And then we also have this decision, which we're obviously not going to do again. It's too expensive, man. Too expensive. Okay. Let's just let it keep going here as we continue to get our forts done. We'll take a look and see how much progress we made. Okay, so we're probably about not quite halfway. Not quite halfway there, guys. We got the assembly line production. Excellent. So yeah, we're done here with the 1941 techs. Awesome. So let's get, we're gonna wait to get the naval bombers until we get that research bonus. We're already doing the air doctrines, already doing this here. We did get the research bonus for the mountain infantry, so let's do that. 73 days. Improve those guys a bit. Okay. So yeah, still just kind of defending here. Can't push them back here. Or at least it's green there. But yeah, just more invasions. Just so many troops that France, excuse me, is facing all at the same time. So they're having a lot of difficulty, guys. Quite a bit of difficulty. And you know what? We're just going to go and deploy these guys and they can train. Well, they're not quite ready. Gotta wait till they get to 20%. But yeah, they can train their units. Let them train in the units. And we can also take a look and see if there's any like equipment pieces that we can pull back on. That we have like a lot of. I almost want to pull back on the anti-air and artillery. I think that might be wise. So that we can again just kind of focus on getting some of the stuff that we really need here. Like the medium tanks. Get that up to 15 and then get this up as well. Alright, so that looks good. And these are updating here. I don't know how they're looking on the overall numbers. We'll just take a little peek here. The light stuff. Okay. So we could pull back on... Well, we'll just wait. We'll let them update their stuff. We do need to trade for tungsten now. So let's trade with... I think the Portuguese are in the Entente, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go and double check. Yeah, they're part of the Entente. So that is who we would trade with. Get them one factory. And that's less factories for us to build with. Right now we're building with a full 1, 2, 3, 4 lines plus half of another line. We do get excavation. Excellent. So let's go ahead and get... We did the mountain. Let's go ahead and do the logistic company too, I think. We could do MPs. Let's do MPs, so we have those. We don't need them now. Eventually we might need them, and I'd like to just have them as an option for when we do need them. We do have 2 more decisions here. These are 2 that weren't available before. Those are all for resources. Again, that's really not what we're focused on right now. As far as like what I'm going to spend that political power on, guys, well, we do have the decision that we saw here. Let me just take a look here. Where the integrations, which is 40. So I think those are the ones that we're going to do next. But yeah, still holding out all across the front here in Italy. It's just France that's in a pickle. And I assume they're going to capitulate well before we're able to get this war started. Which is, again, kind of unfortunate here. So this actually builds the unit for you. So you get a unit in addition to getting the research bonus for airborne tech. So what you could do is wait until you get to 150 units and then do that. And that'll get you 151, so you kind of cheated a little bit. Of course, once you increase your limit, then that doesn't have any effect there. We need to change up our manpower laws. That's what I really should be doing. Yeah, we need manpower laws changed quite a bit. We're really short on the manpower right now. But yeah, this would be one way to get an extra unit. I don't know if there's any penalties for being over the limit, but that's something to consider, I suppose. Let's get the frontline commissars. It does have a negative, but I think the bonus is worth it. All right, so I'm sure these guys are ready, right? No, they're not. We're still waiting for those tanks to finish up. Okay. All right, so yeah, definitely having some trouble here, guys. Oh, that actually I just pulled them back. Damn it. We should get the win here and push them back across the river. So a little bit of success there, maybe. Given it does seem to require a little bit of assistance from the French. Not entirely sure what's going on here, actually. It's kind of a mess. But we're losing there, so that's what matters, I suppose. Is there anything we can do here? Could we grab that province? We could. Interesting. Because they're so weak. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and we'll even send another unit in there. And get a little win there, because it looks like they're about to support them. Now, the reason why I feel like we have to do this before we change the manpower laws is because you can only do this while at peace. So that's why I kind of want to do this. So we're going to go to integrate the Kingdom of Georgia. I'd like to have them annexed if possible before the war starts, because once the war starts, then we won't ever be able to take those decisions. And that's really what I wanted to have happen anyways. Now, I don't know that that's exactly what that does. I'm just assuming that that's what that does. But I don't know for sure. We're losing here now. Yeah, we probably gave up this province because of that. Yeah, it looks like it. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, it does look like we're probably going to lose here. Okay, so we gave up the province from doing that attack. I thought we had the win there. It looked like we did. But apparently not. Alright, so that's a shame. Gives them another province to attack Paris from. Let's go ahead and bring these guys out. These ones will stay here. I think it's far better to have them protecting the city. And what we could do is then have 2 tank units to try and push these guys back across the river. We got the improved anti-air upgrades. Excellent. Let's go and take a look and see what we want to get next. Still not close enough to 1942 yet. Let's go and do the naval bombers then. Alright, guys. France is slowly collapsing. Again, I do expect that they will lose before we declare war. We got the mass motorization done. So let's go and go to the next one. And you know what, guys? I know we need the army experience for tanks, for improving them, but I really want to get moving down this army doctrine tree. So let's spend the experience, guys. I don't usually do that, but in this case, we're going to. So I'm trying to attack here. See if we can't help out, at least help out on the defense there. Maybe I should just go defend it. Yeah, because it does look like they're about to lose. Can we get there in time? Maybe. Yeah, they retreated before we could get there. Alright, so let's go and run back over there. And yeah, we are too low in organization there on the Paris defenders to do anything. Alright, so yeah, we're just waiting for France to fall, and then we'll get our units back. But to send those back up to our front, so that'll be helpful, I suppose. Let's take a look, see how we're doing on getting those forts built. Because we only got a little bit more time to record, guys, maybe 10 more minutes or so. Yeah, maybe not even that, really. So we are almost there. And as I mentioned in the pinned comment of that last episode, I've been just losing my voice when I record this, because I always record the... Oh, shit. Something happened over here, but I always record the CK3 video first. Damn it. Fuck. Alright, we got cut off here. Let's hurry up and try and get reconnected while we can. Yeah, because we're about to get destroyed. Let's see if we can't get the win there. There we go. Let's get the hell out of here. We almost lost this unit, guys. That was really close. Let's get out of there. Get out of there, men. Alright, so let's pull this front back because, yeah, this is a very vulnerable position here now, guys. Alright, so let's get out of here. Now, really, we're just trying to protect Paris for as long as possible. Keep them in the fight for as long as possible. Kill as many Germans as possible. What we're going to want to do is take a look at the casualties when we end this to just see how they have done overall in the conflict. Where's the French at? Alright, so they're not going to capitulate yet. As long as we hold on to Paris, I think if they take some of these victory points, that'll cause some issues, though. But yeah, I want to make sure we can look at the casualties of the conflict before we end this episode. And see just how much, you know, how many men the Germans lost in this conflict. And remember, that'll count, you know, what we did to them. That'll count any casualties we caused. But yeah, it's just a matter of time here now, guys. Just a matter of time. I'm going to increase that speed up. Again, just try and make as much progress as we can before the end of the episode. Make sure nobody needs to be trained here. Looks like they're all trained up. Excellent. We're going to take a look at our stockpile planes as well and see if there's any more planes to throw out there. Yeah, there's a few. So this is what we're going to do. Let's go and take the close air support here and increase their number up to 200. And then we'll get them training up once they get some planes. There we go. Let's go and get them trained up. And then what we can do is create an air wing of... It's not quite enough to get a full air wing of better fighters, but that's okay. Let's do some old ones in there. Alright, and then we'll get them trained up as well. Alright, so as far as the planes go, we'll have 800 fighters here. and 400 close air support. It's not bad, considering the fact that we're going to be focusing our planes, our entire air force, on one area, wherever one of our offensives is. That's the way we'll do that. All right, so yeah, they're advancing here because they just took Genoa. And we did successfully integrate Georgia. Excellent. So now we've annexed that territory. That gave us more military factories. We got 4 military factories, 3 civilian. All right, lovely. And is this core territory? No, unfortunately not. All right, so I think that's another decision. We can return Armenian lands if we wanted to. I don't know why I'd want to do that because we're probably going to integrate them. So yeah, I don't know why we'd do that. Although I don't know if integrating them is worth it when you think about it. Spending the 40 political power to integrate that little tiny country. They do have 8 slots open for civilian and military factories here, so I guess there's that. 3 military factories, 4 civilian factories. So I suppose there is reason to do it. We do have 1 free military factory. Let's go and get this aside. Probably going to do the mechanized equipment, seeming like that's what we are shortest on. How are we doing on the light stuff? I've been trying to get these pulled back. All right, we could probably pull back on them now. Yeah, I think so. So let's go pull back on the light self-propelled just a little bit. And maybe the light tanks too. Again, just trying to get this stuff built up here, what we are currently really short on. All right, so that looks good. I don't know if that changes the resource situation up. It doesn't. Okay. And then, yeah, I'm looking for this returning of Armenian land, so we can say that we're not interested in doing it, but I'm having trouble seeing it. Where the hell is it? Oh, here we go. So yeah, we're not going to do that. No. So let's say we don't need to be notified of that. I suppose we'll try and annex them. We're pretty close to getting it done. I know we need to change the manpower laws up, guys. I'm aware. We'll change that up next, as soon as we get the ability to take this decision. And what is this about? The fate of Georgia. Okay, so that is going to also cost us political power. But let's go ahead and integrate Armenia first, because we can't go in the negative when it comes to taking a decision, while we can for these integration events. So let's go ahead and do this. And we can restore the Kingdom of Georgia, obviously, which we're not going to do. We can reintegrate them, and that's the one we're going to do. It's going to be 25 political power. Put us in the negative a little bit. But the next thing we buy with our political power will be changing up the conscription laws, guys. All right, so we are in September, and I mean, we've helped them hold on for quite a while. I don't think they're going to capitulate just yet. We still got a little bit of time left, guys. Not a lot. See how we did on the forts? Okay, we're almost there, guys. Almost there. I'll try and get to October, I suppose. We'll see if we can get to October. France is losing territory rapidly, and I don't know if they're the only ones that need to be defeated. It's hard to say. We did lose here. We need to control these units so we don't get ourselves cut off. Let's go and get out of here. Oh, no. Go this way. Come on, man. Get out of there. We'll go ahead and reduce this as well. To a point where we're just kind of protecting these 2 provinces here now. Alright. Yeah, we'll protect these 2 provinces, but as of right now, I mean, it's just a matter of time, guys. We can integrate Estonia now. Okay. So it's going to do that, because we got the average compliance up high enough. So that'll turn it into core territory. That'll improve our manpower situation, I suppose. Though I don't know if it was worth using whatever political power we might have to use for that, because I don't know if we used any, actually. But yeah, we really need to change up these conscription laws. Pretty bad, guys. So they are starting to attack across here again. So far, Italy's doing a good job holding out, but now they're about to enter in from France. So yeah, it's just a matter of time, guys. All right, so still winning here on the defenses at least. I'm sure we killed a ton of Germans. We won't be able to see exactly how many we killed. And just entered into October. Excellent. We got the mountain infantry done. Okay, so let's go ahead and go after the special forces next. But yeah, we won't be able to kill, excuse me, won't be able to see just how many we killed. We'll just know how many they killed, and will be counted in those numbers. So we did annex Armenia. Excellent. So now we're gonna have another decision we're gonna have to take in regards to that. And it hasn't popped up just yet. Okay. Maybe it'll pop up here in a little bit. So that did get us some more military factories. That's super helpful because, you know, again, we don't have anywhere near as many military factories as we really ought to have right now. Let's go up to 20 here for the mechanized, since that does seem to be the thing that we are shortest on. Yeah, very much so. All right, so just trying to get those tank units pumped out. We can go ahead and place them out here now, and then this will be the last thing we probably do. We'll look at the casualties. Let's go and deploy both of these. Mountain troop going to be moving over to here, so we can quickly conquer Azerbaijan, and then we'll move those troops somewhere else. I might not need 10 troops there. I just want to make sure it gets done nice and quickly with no issues. And then we have the 4 units here. These are the tank units, which we will be ascending most of them over to this front right here. That's 13 divisions we have there. And then this guy here will move over to this front here for a total of 7 there. Alright, so that looks pretty good. In fact, we probably have more than necessary here. What I might go ahead and do is take one of these light tanks and move them over to this front. Yeah, that's good. So 14 and 6, I think, is solid. Alright, so as far as, I mean, you see France here is going to lose in mere moments. As far as the forts, guys, this is how we're looking. So we'll definitely be able to declare war next episode. This will be the last thing we do. I know I said that just before, but this will be it, guys. Alright, so we get a research bonus for radar technology. We can't build it because we're building forts, so might as well just wait on that. And I think we're going to do the nuclear technology. Get the research bonus for that. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So let's go and build this one here, or research this one, excuse me. 49 days to get the focus done. Also, we have to do the fate of Armenia, which will cost us more political power. And we'll reintegrate them. So now we're back at -5. But from here on out, hopefully we shouldn't have anything else that takes our political power down so that we can change up the conscription laws. So again, let's go and look at the war and see how things went as far as losses go. So this side here, which is the Entente and the German faction, I don't know how you pronounce this, Reichspakt? I'm probably mispronouncing that, but it is their total together, 9.74 million. Most of that, though, is Germany's faction, probably most of it being Germany. 5.31 million. Wow, that is quite a bit, guys. Remember, we probably helped in that. I don't know what our numbers are again, but probably did help quite a bit in that, I'd say. You can see that Greater Austria has already lost 353,000. Flanders, Wallonia, 422. The 5 million here, this is going to be incredibly impactful, guys. I mean, I'm sure they still have a lot of manpower left, probably tons of manpower left. We'll actually look at that when we finish looking at this here, but that is a lot, guys. That's certainly going to hit them. 234,000 here. They're currently 32% towards capitulation. Poland, 328,000. Two Sicily, 684,000. That's a lot. Looking at the Entente, they probably haven't taken as high casualties. French Republic, 576. America, 728. Looking at the other side of the Second World War, France has taken 2.17 million casualties. That is not bad. That means they killed, I think, I mean, double check this. Yeah, they killed double the Germans. Well, way more than double the Germans, because Germany only killed 1.1 million. Wow. Yeah, with Germany, they have a 4.0 kill death ratio. That is insane. So France did a good job. They killed quite a few Germans. The Italians have killed 130, or excuse me, have taken 1.35 million casualties. Quite a few. As far as other countries, took a lot of casualties. 543,000 for Mexico, 377 for the Botvian Commune. Britain, 1.85 million. All right, guys. So let's finalize this by looking at Germany's manpower. They only have 801,000 manpower left, so not a lot. But I'm sure their manpower laws. Oh, they're on all adult serve? What? They must have just changed that. I'm willing to bet they just changed that. So these numbers are going to go up. But that just shows you that Germany is already having manpower issues. That is going to actually help us quite a bit. Because, you know, people, you know, some people criticize me for helping the syndicalists out in this. But how much did we actually assist in that? I would say that we did a lot, not just in the amount of casualties we caused, but also assisting the Italians particularly, not so much the French, but definitely the Italians, keeping them in the war. Same thing with the British, we kept them in the war longer, but with the Italians, I'd say that they would have fell a long time ago. Some of the things we did is what kept them into this conflict for so long. And so, I mean, I would say that us helping them out was probably quite impactful. I'm not going to take all the credit, obviously. They still would have caused a lot of casualties either way, but I think we really impacted it quite a bit, guys. So I think it was smart for us to do this, to help them, and we might have just depleted a big chunk of Germany's manpower because of this. So this could really help us out in our own conflict. So again, this is where we're at on the forts. We're almost done, guys. There's a few more left to build, and then we'll be ready to declare war on Germany and their faction. Just however it goes, man. If we do well, we do well. If we don't, we don't. These guys did not deploy. Oh, did I build another one? Yeah, I might have built another one there. I was thinking you weren't allowed to do that. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what happened there. But anyways, with that said, we got that manpower back, so that's helpful. We're going to end the episode here. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell. So I do hope to see you guys on the next episode, which, remember, will be either Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon is the plan. And that should be the episode where we finally declare war against Germany and all of their puppets. And we'll just have to see how things go. But I'm excited for it. Again, it should be, at the very least, it should be a challenge. We'll probably lose, but maybe not. You never know. Who knows? We'll see what happens, guys. But at the very least, it's going to be fun. So I'm looking forward to it. I do hope to see you there. And thanks for watching, guys.